The global music industry was jolted by a stunning revelation that raised more questions than answers. Reports emerged that BTS had been quietly barred from performing at the Grammys, just hours before Jin abruptly refused to board his scheduled flight to the United States. Why would the most internationally influential group in modern music face such an unexpected restriction? And what exactly did Jin learn that made him cancel a long-planned, highly anticipated trip? The shock began when insiders close to hybe confirmed that a significant disruption had occurred between BTS's team and the Recording Academy. While no official statement addressed the heart of the issue, one detail stood out immediately. Jin, who had completed all preparations to fly to Los Angeles, suddenly halted everything. His flight was arranged, his schedule cleared, and his return to a global stage had been viewed as a symbolic moment following his military service. Yet he chose not to depart. What was powerful enough to prompt such a reversal? Sources familiar with the situation point to a critical clue. The Grammys reportedly informed hybe of a program restructuring that eliminated BTS from the performance lineup. This message arrived only shortly before Jin was expected to leave Korea, turning what should have been a triumphant reunion into an unprecedented disappointment. The timing alone raised suspicion. Why notify the group so late? And why deliver the news privately instead of issuing a transparent update? What followed was a chain reaction within BTS's internal circle. Members were notified in rapid succession, each processing the news with visible frustration. Professionals within the industry noted that BTS had historically faced complicated dynamics with the Recording Academy, ranging from nomination controversies to recurring performance restrictions. Jin's refusal to fly, therefore, may not have been impulsive. It may have been a calculated response to yet another instance of institutional sidelining. The emotional weight of the situation cannot be overstated. This was not simply a missed performance. It was the collapse of months of preparation, coordination, and expectation, not only from the members, but from millions of fans worldwide. Analysts observed that the disruption cut deeper because BTS had intended this performance to serve as a symbolic turning point, their collective return to the global spotlight after completing military obligations. To have that moment quietly revoked suggested a larger pattern at play. Jin's reaction, though understated, was telling. Instead of traveling under compromised circumstances, he chose to remain in Seoul, signaling a firm stance. His decision raised another critical question. Did Jin perceive the Grammys' move as disrespectful, or did he interpret it as an attempt to minimize BTS's presence? The Recording Academy's explanation, focused on logistical conflicts, did little to address these deeper implications. Meanwhile, fans worldwide mobilized instantly. Trending hashtags demanded transparency, questioned possible biases, and highlighted BTS's history of self-made success outside Western industry structures. Commentators noted that the Grammys have long positioned themselves as a gatekeeper of global music recognition, yet BTS's consistent achievements, eclipsing those of many past winners, remain inadequately acknowledged behind the scenes. What Jin learned before canceling his flight appears to be the heart of the mystery. Insiders suggest that hybe was informed the group would not only lose their performance slot, but would also face strict limitations on any scheduled appearances. Such restrictions, delivered last minute, blindsided the team. Jin's refusal to fly, therefore, emerged as a quiet but powerful protest, one that symbolized BTS's unwillingness to participate under conditions that undermine their integrity. As the dust begins to settle, one conclusion becomes increasingly clear. This episode has reshaped the conversation surrounding global representation at major Western award ceremonies. BTS's absence leaves an unmistakable void, one that exposes long-standing tensions between global fandom influence and institutional recognition. Whether the Grammys reconsider their stance remains uncertain. But one thing is undeniable. Jin's sudden refusal to fly did more than halt a trip. It revealed a critical fracture in the system and ignited a global debate about fairness, respect, and the future of international music power. The shock surrounding BTS's alleged exclusion from the Grammys and Jin's sudden refusal to fly has now spiraled into a global debate, one that exposes a deeper, more uncomfortable question: how much of what we consume online is real, and how much is merely orchestrated noise designed to provoke? As the story continues to circulate through TikTok edits, Twitter threads, YouTube breakdowns, and rapidly reproduced media posts, the true nature of these claims becomes harder to trace. Are we witnessing a genuine industry controversy or the construction of a narrative meant to capture attention at any cost? This uncertainty raises a critical point that many fans and observers must confront. The emotional intensity of the situation, amplified by countless social media accounts, pushes us to react instantly, but should we? Did the Grammys truly bar BTS, or has this idea been inflated by layers of retellings, reactions, and reinterpretations? And what about Jin's abrupt flight cancellation? Was it the result of an official dispute, or could it simply be a rumor magnified into a crisis because audiences are eager for drama? Every new angle shared online only deepens the confusion. Some claim insider information. Others post dramatic headlines without citing sources. A few suggest hidden conspiracies within entertainment institutions. But we must stop and ask ourselves, are these narratives built on verifiable evidence, or are they designed to emotionally charge the fandom and keep the discussion alive? When a story spreads this wide, this fast, does it reflect truth or the viral mechanics of digital storytelling? The intensity of the global reaction invites another uncomfortable reflection. Why are we so ready to believe stories that confirm our suspicions or fears about major award institutions? Is it because BTS's long history with Western award shows makes these claims feel plausible? Or because the narrative of unfair treatment resonates with fans who have witnessed repeated disappointments? These are valid emotional responses, but do they automatically make the claims true in moments like this? A crucial responsibility falls onto the audience to pause, examine, and question every layer of the story before accepting it as fact. The digital age thrives on rapid consumption, but speed often comes at the cost of accuracy. When major narratives emerge from TikTok clips, edited YouTube videos, or loosely translated posts on Twitter, can we trust that these sources present the situation faithfully? Or are these platforms contributing to a cycle of sensationalism that rewards engagement over truth? It's important to remind readers that the information outlined in this developing story originates from various social media platforms and secondary media sources. None of these claims have been fully verified. This means the narrative itself remains fluid, shifting as creators, influencers, and fans add their interpretations, emotions, and assumptions. So here is a provocative question. Are we participating in uncovering a genuine controversy or unintentionally helping construct a hoax fueled by the desire for viral attention? Think, for a moment, about the implications. If the Grammys truly barred BTS, this would signal a significant and troubling fracture in the relationship between global artists and Western institutions. But if the story has been exaggerated or entirely fabricated, then we must confront an equally important issue. How easily can misinformation manipulate even the most passionate and well-informed audiences? What does that say about our collective vulnerability in the digital era? The emotional stakes are undeniably high. Jin's name trending. Arguments erupting in comment sections. Fans demanding accountability.